We now invite our guest of honor, Minister Grace Fu, to address us. Minister, please.
Mr. Peter Seah, Chairman of LASALLE, Professor Steve Dixon, President of LASALLE, graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to join you here today at your 29th convocation. First and foremost, my heartiest congratulations to graduates of the 2015 cohort. This is a very proud moment for all of you, your families, your friends, your loved ones, and all the lecturers who have supported you on this journey. A big round of applause to all of you here. I have attended a number of convocations as the guest of honor, and each time I'm reminded of my very own, how I stumbled into my choice of study, my choice of school, not knowing what to expect, and graduating, not knowing what I want to be, and knowing what I don't want to be. That was a very different world from today. The Singapore almost 3 decades ago, there are not many places in a university. Only 10% of my cohort goes to university. And not many types of jobs out there. Engineers, accountants, teachers. That's about all. While my family was not exactly waiting for me to bring back the bacon, I was quite clear that I have to be financially independent once I graduated. So being the very typical, pragmatic Singaporean of that generation, I ditched my childhood dream of becoming of my dream profession by the time I reached A-levels. I had always wanted to be a dancer, a ballerina to be exact. I started ballet classes at the age of 4 at the Singapore Ballet Academy. The school was the heart and soul of the Goh sisters, Goh Soo Kim and Goh Soo Nee. Public funding from government was very limited. We had to sew our own costumes, do our own props, raise our own funds to put up performances. There were no full-time professional dancers at that time. And this is before the Singapore Dance Theatre was formed. That was set up with the support of public funding. Before that was formed, the school had to be the main income earner to keep the performance going. Victoria Theatre was the only decent theatre for any types of performances, dance, music, etc. Fast forward to the present, the year of Singapore's Golden Jubilee, and we've really come a long way in the last 50 years. Arts and the creative industry have truly become part of our lives in Singapore. In the last decade alone, we have witnessed the flourishing of many new art platforms, from the first Singapore Biennale in 2006 to the relaunched Singapore International Festival of Arts in 2014. In just a few months' time, the National Gallery Singapore will open its doors. With over 8,000 artworks, it was housed the world's largest public collection of Singapore and Southeast Asian art. It is no accident that the art scene here is vibrant and booming. Government funding for the arts and cultural sector increased significantly to more than $600 million. More and more Singaporeans are embracing arts and culture as an integral part of their lifestyles, with visitorship to national museums and heritage institutions exceeding 3 million. This is the landscape you are stepping into upon your graduation. You are well placed to seize the many opportunities that are opening up in our art and cultural sectors. Many LaSallians before you have gone on to shape Singapore's art scene. This includes visual art pioneers such as cultural medallion recipients Amanda Hain and Lee Wen, but also more recent alumni such as filmmaker Bu Junfeng, who graduated in 2008 and is now one of Singapore's most eminent young directors. Junfeng has been invited to Cannes Festival for his work Sandcastle and has contributed to the much acclaimed SG50 film showcase 7 Letters. Another LaSalle alumni who has played a huge part in our celebration of SG50 is, of course, Singapore's local darling Kit Chan, who warmed our hearts and brought the house down at the Padang this year when she performed Home at the closing of National Day Parade. And we have among us today a number of graduates who are already making their marks in their chosen fields. Cheryl Seah, who graduates today with BA Honours in Design Communication, was named one of the winners at Cannes Future Lions 2015 in recognition of a design concept, tree prints. I see that Cheryl has some fans here. Would Cheryl stand and so that all of us could acknowledge her? Congratulations, Cheryl. We're all so happy for you. So for her design concept tree print, which is an app that encourages users to adopt a tree by matching a unique fingerprint to tree rings. Of more than 1,800 entries from 60 countries this year, Cheryl was one of only 5 winners and the only one from Singapore. LaSallians are no strangers to the stage too, and many of Singapore's most talented and versatile performers got their start fresh out of LaSalle. Some of you may have seen Thomas Pang, a BA Honours acting graduate. Thomas, come on, you must do us the honor. Thomas is making his professional acting debut with local theatre stalwarts Pandemonium earlier this year. He played a deaf teenager, Billy, in Tribes. In preparation for his role, Thomas learned sign language and even wore noise-cancelling earplugs during rehearsals. His performance was met with widespread critical acclaim. Congratulations. Like Cheryl and Thomas, LaSalle has given you a solid foundation with which to build your careers, pursue your dreams. And if you are setting your sights further afield, opportunities are there, as we are telling our Singapore stories and promoting our art and creativity beyond Singapore. The Singapore Festival in France, which took place earlier this year, was one such example. More than 70 art events featuring Singaporean artists, writers, performers, and other creative talents were held in 7 French cities such as Paris, Lyon, and Lille. It was a huge success, attracting more than 300,000 visitors who were fascinated by Singapore's arts and culture. Through the arts, we are opening new doors and cross-cultural celebration opportunities worldwide. The outlook for our creative industry has never been brighter. So back to my journey as a ballerina. While the support for the pursuit of art was lacking in those early days, I would not have been truthful to say that if I were to attribute my failure as a dancer to the lack of opportunities. I have learned at a rather early age that to be a good dancer, it takes talent, discipline, passion, dedication, and hard work. These prerequisites to success in the arts and creative sector have not changed and are still necessary qualities in art, in any fields, in fact. As we reflect on the past 50 years, we should ask the question of what lies ahead. What does the future hold for us in the next 50 years? Where will we be when the time comes for SG 100? The answer to these questions lie with you, those of you who are graduating today, you will be the shakers and movers of the next lap for Singapore. I would like to end by sharing with you a quote of Bente Balsam, a Norwegian actress. And this is her quote: "There is no shortcut to art. One has to work hard, be open and flexible in your mind. Keep the child alive inside you. And through a whole lifetime, be ready to learn new things and, of course, be mentally prepared for a hard punch on your nose." Your life ahead is not unlike art making. While opportunities are there, success is not guaranteed. There will be uncertainty along with excitement. There will be failures along with successes. What awaits you now on the day of graduation is a blank canvas. Go out there and fill it with the colors of your soul. Congratulations once again on your graduation, and we wish every one of you great success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister, for the very encouraging address.